up while we talk about all things trying to build your own business, life, love, and the pursuit of happiness. I say that all the time. What are you thinking about? Life, love, and the pursuit of happiness. Because, like, that is the ultimate goal, right? Like, we all just want to be happy and loved and feel good about ourselves. And, you know, I mean, like, I would be lying if I said that I felt good about myself all the time, because I definitely do not feel good about myself most of the time. But you know what? Whatever. Like, I'm doing the best I can here with what I got, and just trying to make it to see tomorrow, you know? And anyways, there's really nothing new going on. I mean, I had gone over to the same lady's house. I've been working on her stuff for a while now. And I went over to her house and I did like this family heirloom. And y'all, let me tell you what, like, once I get this bench painted, I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm going to do after I get this bench painted, because this bench was a pain in the butt. I haven't even finished it. I tried to finish it last weekend and it just didn't work. So I'm going to go and try to finish it this weekend, weather permitting. The weather actually works with me instead of against me, because it likes to work against me sometimes. And I don't know where my makeup thing is, so I guess we get to use fingers this morning. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. Anyways, but so this bench is like really precious to her, and I feel horrible because the paint, like, I mean, it's all a learning curve, and the paint was basically freezing before I could even get it onto the, I guess it was freezing, or, you know, it wasn't actually freezing, but I mean, it was cold, and it wasn't working with me, you know, it was working against me. And so I was like trying to put it in the paint sprayer and trying to freaking get it to go onto the wood, and just nothing was working, and it ended up looking like crap. The coffee table ended up looking like crap. But it just wasn't drying correctly. So whatever. So there's that. So I have to go back this weekend and fix that. And that should be fun. Hopefully that is not a bigger burden than it needs to be. Anyways, but I gotta paint that, and I gotta paint 2 shelves, and you know, I've also, like, you know, when your clients are unhappy, you know, it makes you unhappy because you don't know what to do, you know. But the one thing that I can tell you is to just be honest, you know, just always be honest no matter what, and tell your client, you know, exactly what's going on, you know, just be informative, let them know what you did, what you didn't do, how you're doing it, just explain to them in the best way, in the easiest way possible, and just let them know, this is what I'm doing, and this is why I'm doing it like this, yada yada yada. I mean, sometimes, they won't understand because, they don't necessarily my nose. They don't necessarily know like what it is exactly that you are doing, so I can't blame someone for not understanding if they don't understand my process, so anyways, that's that for this weekend. Going to pick up my mother-in-law on Sunday after I get done with church. I'm just gonna drive straight out there, which means that at some point Saturday I've got to find time to clean my car out and make it all nice. We're gonna bring her dog with us, which I don't know how I feel about that either, but hopefully, well, I say it's her dog. It was our dog at one point, but now it's her dog, or at least I say it's her dog. She still calls herself Mima to the dog, which is cute. But anyways, we're gonna go pick her up, or I'm gonna go pick her up on Sunday after I get done with church, and bring her back and get her working on her disability and her social security from her late husband. Anyways, just a lot of stuff. Just doing a lot of stuff and trying to maintain life. I won't even lie, my mental health is horrible right now. But I think that my mental health, struggles a lot during the winter time. I don't know if it's like the lack of vitamin D or whatever. I'm sure that's part of it. There's not a lot of sunshine, and when there is sunshine, it's still too cold outside to even bother. So, but I'm doing the best that I can to maintain and just literally like get through it. I've been listening to, I'm sorry, there's like people walking around, so my attention gets pulled. But I've been listening to a lot of this podcast, this married couple, Chris and Peaches, To Be Better podcast, whatever. And y'all, I just love their content. Like, I really do. Like, they just speak it how it is. And, they don't care if they step on your toes a little bit, along the way or whatever. And, they give advice on everything. Like, mostly it's, couple stuff, marital advice, and sometimes I listen to these emails that these people send into them, and I'm just like, find myself like, girl, you in that same situation, or ooh, that sounds a lot like this person or that person or whatever. And whatever, it is what it is. But I just think that they have a lot of advice. They just, I don't know. I mean, they're not professionals by any means. Neither one of them are counselors or, whatever. But they've definitely been through it. They've lived some life, and they struggle with mental health, and they struggle with a lot of things. But they're building a successful podcast. They've got a Patreon and what's that other one? I forgot what the other one's called. Starts with the Discord. Yeah. Anyways, they're doing all that stuff. They're doing all the things. And I started listening to them because, they speak a lot about traditional values. Being in a traditional marriage, and that is literally all that I have ever wanted, is to be in a traditional marriage. But I mean, I definitely got to live that life with my second husband a little bit, but it also came back to bite me in the butt years later. So, while I did get to live that life, I didn't get to enjoy that life. Not the way I wish I would have been able to, But that's okay. I think mostly I just am ready for a big change in my life. I'm just very tired of being complacent and sitting still and not moving. And I feel like, the potential for growth is there, but what do you do? How do you get out of your funk, or how do you push to the next level, and I can give advice to 1 million people and tell them, you start slow. You start with one goal, and you just build on that goal, and you just build on the next goal, and you just keep going, and you just put one foot in front of the other. And, you're always supposed to be growing, I never want to stop growing. I never want to stop building. I never want to stop. But for whatever reason, life has me at a standstill right now, and it is debilitatingly frustrating. And I feel like I'm just gonna scream, go jump off a cliff or something. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that, you guys. My mental health is not that bad. Although I will say, so many people have told me, don't tell anybody your problems. Don't tell them to God. Keep them under wraps. Whatever. You don't tell nobody about your flipping problems, because everybody will betray you. And I found out real quick how true that statement was. And I don't know what's going to happen in that situation. I really don't. But the only thing that I can do is pray that that person is happy and healthy now. I'm not going to go throw my business on the internet like that. Because it's not worth it. And I'm definitely not seeking clout. I don't care about all of that. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, this is just my channel. This is my vlog to talk about business and, everything. So, anyways, there's that. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you next time.